last year before Las Vegas, Moses woke up in July and he decided to grow and he got to Vegas for free. And I said, Moses, you know, it's about time you woke up again. And you know, we are still looking for Moses' 1 diamond pin, because when Kelechi and Kenneth Akor stepped up to 5 diamond, the sleeping giant in Moses and Juliet Klenogo woke up. They woke up. And in a matter of 9 months, they became 5 diamond directors from a 1 diamond, if I'm not mistaken. And Moses and Juliet went from a hungry couple with nothing to 2 years ago only earning $6,000 a month. Today they're earning in excess of $30,000 a month, over $360,000 a year, and they're a great couple to get to know. So please help me welcome Moses and Juliet Klenogo.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Aren't you happy to be here? Yes. The place is just like heaven coming to the earth. Like heaven on earth. We stand here this morning to thank the Almighty God for making it possible for us to be here. We are grateful to Him. It has been our greatest privilege to meet GNLD. It was the doing of God. He has opened our eyes to see it. At first, I didn't believe it. But Moses got it just like that. Later on, I saw that it was real. All that GNLD said, all that GNLD has promised, it was true. They would never fail you. And they didn't fail us. Thank you. Now it's no longer money. We don't need the money again. It's no longer money. No. No. But the dream is to help people around us. That is our dream now. To change our environment. That is our dream. Now, before I hand over to Moses, I want to say a big thank you to the GNLD International, especially Roger. Roger, we will never forget you. When we were deep inside the ocean, you called us and gave us words of encouragement. That has waken up my husband. We love you so much. Now, you are sitting on top of the globe, the world, but you still love us, Ghana. We thank you very much. If it hadn't been you, I think we'll still be lost in the ocean. Thank you so much.
We started GNLD 9 years back in Ghana. In actual fact, I woke up one morning to go and borrow money from a senior of mine, and I met Andre. Sure, I was hungry that morning, but not for 4 days. If you're hungry for 2 days, you cannot survive. All right? I was hungry that morning. Sure, Andre took me up. I told him, and then he has to buy us food. When the business was introduced to us, we didn't have money. We had to sell our things. And today, that's all belong to history. Right? I'm an engineer by profession. Very good engineer. Engineering comes to me like the way you breathe air. I work with Kaiser Aluminum, that American company, as a senior mechanical engineer. And my wife is a teacher. But folks, one day I went to the airport to see a mate of mine sending 4 of his children to Britain and paying cash for their university education. I got crazy. From that time on, I said, I must do something so that I'll lift up my children. The places I have not been on this earth, I want my children to be there. The schools I have not had the opportunity to reach, to go, I want them to be there. Therefore, from that time on, my life changed. Well, I struggled a lot. I worked with guys, as I said. I resigned because salary work was not satisfying to me. Folks, it doesn't mean that I wasn't good. I was just good as a mechanical engineer because Kaiser Aluminium gave me promotion twice in a year. And if the corporate head man could come to Ghana and say, Moses, you're an asset, it's something different. But the money was not what I was expecting. And to the lifestyle was not something which was exciting to me. Therefore, I quit the job. I struggled. And things went from bad to worse until I met Andre that morning. From that time on, I think life changed completely. All right? Right. How did we do the business? At that time, we didn't even understand anything about this business. We just went in that we have to succeed because where we were, there was nowhere we could go further than that. Therefore, we went in, telling people just from our heart, not from our head, what this business is about. And by God's kindness, within a year and a half, we quickly became One Diamond Directors. Now, before the company came, we didn't have any literature. We didn't have anything. We only have a price list. We don't know much about the products. But because the heart was willing, we went talking to people and we wrote to become One Diamond Directors. It's something which when I remember, and people today who enter the business with all the literature kits, with everything, and yet they complain, I feel very sorry for them. Right? Now, just after 1 year, things went a little down in Ghana. It went so low to a point I got frightened myself. I said, man, the place I was before I entered GNLD, I was scared to go back to that place. It was so scary. The company tried every means. They did everything. And ourselves, we tried every method. It was at that time Roger came up to our rescue. He said, Moses, I trust you. I know you can make it. Don't only look at today. Look up to the future. GNLD will not mark time here. No matter how bad it is, it's going to pick up. Therefore, Moses, men, rise up. I believe him totally. When I went back home that day from that hotel, I told my wife, whatever it takes to rise up, I'm ready for it. You know, the thing I learned from that time up to today is when you are willing and ready, the way opens. The next most important thing which is needed is what price do you want to pay for the price you want to have? From that time when Roger told us this thing, and I went back with excitement in the business, things just began to change very easily. I think from that time, we were 2 Ruby directors. That's about 3 years or 4 years back. 4 months back, we became 4 Ruby directors. And then the following year, we became 1 Diamond. And last year in particular, from 1 Diamond, then we came to 5 Diamond. How did you do it? How did we do it? You have to choose what you want. For me, I believe we are the only living things which God has given that power to choose what you want. When you choose what you want, then the next thing is to be ready to pay the price for what you want. Therefore, last year, what we did, I remember one time when we brought Kelechi to Ghana to motivate our people, he and Majid. She said something very simply like this: the same products and the same plan, and yet people are moving. Why not you? It was almost like an insult to me. Kelechi is about 8 steps below me. If she can just be a 5-diamond director, I who have been in the business so many years before her, and she's just telling me this thing, that the same product, the same plan, why are you not moving? I felt so bad. When I left that meeting place, my head was just, I went to a bridge they call River Volta. I took my 1-diamond pin and threw it away. Folks, when I see that 5-diamond director pin on her chest, I feel like fainting. And here is this lady insulting me on top. The same product, the same plan. I told myself, I'll pay the price and be a 5-diamond director. How did I do it? I went back home to strategize. You have to strategize properly. So I sat down a whole day. When my wife is talking to me, I said, Mama, please give me a chance. The strategy I adopted that time was simple this. Around us, many people have been in GNLD before, so when we talk to them, they don't get excited. Therefore, I'll go back to the village area there and see how I can do it. Went to that place, I picked 4 people. Because I was so crazy, I was so excited, I started to talk to them differently. Almost all of them were in their comfort zone. When somebody is so poor for so many years, he doesn't feel the difference anymore. He feels happy. Therefore, my message to all of them was this: in the state in which you are now, if you continue this way, where will your life end? They don't get it. If you don't get it, if you don't understand what I'm saying, the children God made you to bring to this world, if you don't care so much about your life, what of the children you have? For their sake, you need to do something. The thing you need to do is only GNLD. How are you going to do it? That's what I'm here to show you. You need to sacrifice something so that you can elevate yourself from where you are to where you want to be. You don't have the money. If you go to anybody to borrow the money now, they will never borrow it to you. Therefore, you need to sell something of yours. It's a very simple thing. I saw somebody wearing a chain, beautiful chain. I said, my God, you don't have money and you're wearing chain. What's your problem? I saw... My story runs the same for everybody. When I call you and I tell you this, you don't have money, what are you prepared to sacrifice to move yourself from this place to that place? In your house, you have a valise, you have a coat, you have a cloth, you have something which you take either to church or to a funeral or to a wedding. Why do you have to go to a funeral? Why do you have to go to a wedding in a cloth? I saw people wearing shoes. That shoe is worth something. You are poor and you're wearing shoe going all over the place. You're poor and you have cloth going to parties. There's something wrong with you. And almost always insult their intelligence. What I appeal to people is simple this: you got to sacrifice something to elevate yourself from where you are today to where you want to be. If you're not motivated to raise up yourself, the children God made you to bring to this world, for their sake, you need to do something. They must be better than you. Folks, I think I'm very lucky that they get the message so neatly. And people, when you see the teams I have, the small teams I have in all the villages, everybody was in earnest. I promise them, if nothing leaves your room, there is no way another thing will enter. When you sell anything of yours and you enter GNLD for 3 months, if you don't buy those things back, I'm prepared to bail you out. And no single person came back complaining to me that he hasn't got things back. They always get things back. All right? Interesting enough, as I said, you need to pay the price for the price you want to get. I'm just lucky. The 10 directors I had last year, they're all from those areas, the villages over there. And the excitement when you see them, it pains me so much that a lot of them who were supposed to be here today, because of visa, transit visa, they couldn't come. All right? I grieve for them, because here it's not mine. It's not me who has to be here. They are supposed to be here so they can carry the message. But I know when I tell them what we're saying, they will rise up again. Now, once they get this vision to be something, any area I go, I look at the area. Are they very poor? So I hold somebody who is very poor, who cannot know his tomorrow, and raise him up to become a director. If I go to an area which is maybe a middle class area, a person who is a middle class area there, that's the person I hold, so that he becomes a hero for that area. When I go to a place where the people are very rich, like architects, doctors, that architect, what I tell them always is this: you are an architect, you are a doctor, or a successful person like contractors and things like that. What I always tell them is that, sure, you have all that you need now, but for the people who are looking up to you for support, in the society, in the church, wherever you are, even at the place where you're a managing director, how many people can you employ into that company without qualification? So for their sake, you need to enter GNLD so that you can bring them into this company. All right? With this message to this class of people, I've never met anybody yet who said no. I've registered architects, I've registered medical doctors, I've registered every strata of the human endeavor in Ghana. I think I'm just lucky because Kelechi came and insulted me. It woke me up. Today, I just have to thank her sincerely for coming to Ghana, Kelechi. All right? Today, we are 5 diamond directors. We are on top of the world. All right? It's not being a 5 diamond director which motivates us. It's not the money, sorry, it's not the money which motivates us again. It's the feeling you have inside of climbing your mountain. Our name will definitely be in the history book of GNLD forever. All right? It's as simple as that. All right? That is the feeling we have now. What we have to do again, or which we are doing in Ghana now, is 2 things which are very paramount to myself and my wife. We have to project the image of GNLD in every area where we go in Ghana. We want people to believe GNLD to a fault. We have about 9 or 10 new network companies in Ghana. But when we appear at any place where other network companies, they begin to vanish. When we go to church, weddings, or wherever, we are now so obsessed to project the image of this company. The second thing, which is an obsession for us this year in particular, is for our downlines, whoever is a distributor now, we say, for you, don't just go out there and register people anyhow. Go hold 4 people who cannot know their tomorrow, who cannot eat. People who don't know how tomorrow is going to be for them. Just hold 4 of them. And this year, if you can help these 4 people to become directors in 5 million cities, we are prepared to give you an incentive. We put some incentive packages for all of them, just to motivate them so that they can go out there and help people to survive. What am I talking about? Our position as 5 diamond directors now means so much to us. The society where we come from, we cannot help them so that they can see tomorrow, so that their children can go to school. Then they can have confidence that the life God has given them is worth it. Otherwise, it's a hopeless case in our place. I'm so proud and so thankful to God that He has made us to see GNLD. And that when things were so bad, Roger was there. And that Kelechi came to Ghana to insult us so that we can wake up. All right? How can you become a 5-diamond director for everybody? To become a 5-diamond director is very simple. Be passionate. And be prepared to pay the price. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. Firstly, I want to give glory to God Almighty for the privilege given us to stand before these great and wonderful people to make our first speech as diamonds. Thank you very much. There will be nothing we shall say here that will be complete without recognizing those who played prominent roles to our success. I want to appreciate our wonderful team, the Covenant Achievers team, and the Nigerian group, the president and all the distributors in Nigeria. Also, there are people who inspired us to be where we are today. People like Andre Theron, who kept coming to Nigeria when the going was tough. Because of his persistence, we continued. We said, this thing that made this man to be visiting country that is not his own every time, something must be in this business. And we became serious. We said in any of his meetings,